Ones that look like they're just constantly serving. Like they have an aura of queenliness. Hello, I'm back. Welcome back to the Horizon stream. It's been so long, but we made it. We made it. By we, I mean me and you. For me, it's been a while and the girl's having a long day, but it's okay because I may or may not get my butt kicked today, but it's okay because I love this game and I don't want to lose, but I love this game and I'm kind of scared because final battles. Does anyone else get like final battle, like last boss anxiety in games? So like sometimes you don't want to finish the game because you're just like, well, I did really good up to that point, so I don't. Is it just me? Because I'm like a little nervous about it. Yeah, we're a little nervous, but it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Hello, Crisis. Hello, Ryan. Hello, Crystal. Also, sorry for I misclicked what time the stream was at. It was listed as an hour earlier than it actually was supposed to be. Sorry if y'all were confused. That was literally a misclick on my part. So sorry. It starts now. If you're watching this, the VODs, then you wouldn't know the difference anyway. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm just like, oh God, I'm just a little bit nervous about the last thing. I'm just like, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I'm gonna make sure, you know. I don't know. I'm really nervous. Whoa. Well, hot dogs, Randy. Oh my goodness. 26 gift subs? Okay. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the 26 gift subs. That's so sweet. Zero done hype. Oh my gosh. They gifted to everyone in chat. That's insane. You did just do that. I got gifted a sub as soon as I entered stream. That's amazing. I didn't even know that you could do that. That's so cool. Thank you, Sir Randy. That's so generous and sweet. And I better get my butt together and not lose today. It's okay. I might lose. Hey, just gotta say, being here on time has its perks. I mean, I'm always here. And thank you for saying thank you. If you happen to be in Twitch and you got a gift sub from Randy, thank you for saying thank you for popping in. I really appreciate that. Welcome into the stream. Happy to have you. Also, hello, Sir Doobie. You got the platinum trophy for this game not long ago. That's amazing. That's amazing, and I'm proud of you. Not that it means anything, because you don't know me, but still, I think that's really cool. She just visited everybody, prepping to defend Meridian in the last stream. That's what we did. Please don't let calls. Please don't let calls. There's nothing. No, we're here. We're ready. Love the hair. Thank you. This is me being lazy today. The hair is, she's ponytailed. But we have a cute clip so that y'all think I still tried, you know? So, ooh. I just took some pain meds because my mods know I was moving furniture. Even though they told me not to. So that's done. And now I have this. I'm ready to go, y'all. I'm ready to go. I have my glasses in case we need them. I have my glasses in case we need them. Okay. I have an energy drink. The clip looks like a focus. Oh my God, you're right. It kind of does. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. That was fully unintentional, but it does kind of look like a focus. It's much bigger than a focus, but still, that's hilarious. It's the perfect clip for today. I think that is serendipitous, and that means that we're going to win this battle first try. What do you think? That's what I think. Don't tell me otherwise. That isn't now a good luck charm, right? Also, didn't know you were playing Horizon Zero Dawn, so I got to watch from the beginning. I love this game. Please do. Please, Frosty. It's been such a good time. I said Frosty, but, Frostbite. It's been such a good time. I really have learned a lot. I don't know. What do y'all think? As we're coming to a close, without giving me any spoilers, if y'all have been here since the beginning of my Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough, I think I've grown a lot as a player in this game. I think you guys got to watch me grow a lot in terms of like my confidence as a player, as well as like my general technique. Um, I've really enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. I can definitely, I think if I went back to like my first few times, that I would be like, girl, what are you doing? Girl, what are you doing right now? Like, we've come a long way from the first cauldron. Oh, the first cauldron. If you were to ask me like if there was like a defining moment in this game that like really like things like changed, for me it would be the first cauldron. The first cauldron kicked my butt so bad. I thought maybe I couldn't play this game, but I've actually pushed and we made it through. And I feel like that was a really big shift into like learning how I could fight in this game. And it was really, really fun in hindsight. At the time, I was very frustrated. You know? I think a lot of the bow skills were already there, just waiting for something strong to tackle. Yeah. Really, it's like also just learning like to dodge. And like how strong enemies are, you know what I mean? I'm about to earn my master's degree in library science this summer. That is amazing. Yay! You don't have to tag me though. I promise I'm reading chat regardless. The tags like highlight the streamer name like so jarringly. I don't like it. But feel free. No need to tag me, but just chat in the chat. You're all good. It's a nice closed little community here. I do my best to read as much as I can. Now we're eating Thunder Jaws for lunch. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks, Gary. Well, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but I still like to think that I can handle myself. I like that about it for a second. And I was like, nah, I still don't want to like run into a Thunderjaw like in the middle of the night. But we can do it. We can do it now. That being said, let's roll over into the game, shall we? Come. Din, din, din. Come. Let us play. Let me turn the audio on. Okay. And then I am recording for my mods. Bean. No, you're good. I always assume that everybody in chat is talking to me. Although sometimes y'all are talking to each other, so you're all good to go. Do you have a favorite or least favorite mech? I think my least favorite mech is still those gosh darn birds. I can kill them, but nothing quite grinds my gears like something that can get up in the sky when I have to stay on the ground. Like, it just feels unfair and it pisses me off pretty bad. Like, it's not even just this game. It's all games in which I have to fight something that can fly when I can't fly. I don't like flying enemies. Even though I can handle them now, and they're not even the hardest to kill for me anymore. When they show up, I'm annoyed. I'm just like, ugh, here we go, you know? So I think those are my least favorite machine. As for my favorite machine, it's hard for me to love things that try to murder me on a consistent basis. But I think I like the antelopes. One, because they run from me. So I feel like if anyone's terrorizing anyone, it's me terrorizing them. And that's a power dynamic that I can deal with. I do like the tall necks, though. They never bother nobody. At least not me. I do like the tall necks. Not all of the obstacles around the tall necks, but I do like the tall necks. And I wish there were a few more, actually. All right. Let me give myself a nice little refresher on controls. Here we go. Okay. Crouching. Rolling. We're about to rest before the final battle. Here we go. Hello, Nigel. You have a Lego tall neck? That's so cool. That's just how the machines show love. It's murder. Also, where did the supply crate come from? Okay. Here we go. Let's check the audio. Audio should be all the way to the top. I'm so nervous, you guys. Okay. It really does look like I have a focus on. Now I'm not going to be able to unsee it. How fun. Okay. Now I'm thinking of all of these little clips that I have as like focuses. Okay. Oh, it wasn't actually you that pointed it out that I noticed it, Toon Boy. Did you point it out as well? Good to know. It was somebody in YouTube that I mentioned. Oh yeah, it was Damn the Ram. Okay. Okay, let's go. We have to go rest. Gotta go rest before the final battle. We've already talked to everyone. Can I get a recap of game? Game happened last time we... Oh! I forgot! Oh my god, Sobeck's journal. We have to do Sobeck's journal. I forgot that they came to life. They got... What's the technical term for that? They've been repaired. We haven't done any of Sobeck's journal. Okay, wait, okay. Girl, where they at? Where did they go? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we have the dialogue here. I started TikTok and fell in love with your vibe. Happy to catch you live. Welcome in. Hi. Wait a minute, that's like a SOT. Oh, thank you. Y'all are so sweet. This is my first time doing a side part. Slick back, but you know. Hi, Rika. Okay, we're gonna start off with the guy outlogged. Just kidding, it's under repair. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start. Are these already in order? Undiscovered. Your mom is undiscovered. That was rude. I'm sorry. I take that back. No, I don't. Okay, so here we're starting off with the repaired file. Here we go. Okay. Sobeck Journal, 11/19/64. Ah. Text data points. Quest. Just wrapped inspection of Gaia Prime site. Construction is well underway. Reactor installed. Plans for control room remind me of Starship bridges on those cheesy old SF vids. Living spaces for Alphas already completed. Prefab modules. Fingers crossed we never have to seal ourselves in here. Not that Elysium sounds much better. Spent last week at the Bryce site, designing ZD project labs, drawing up protocols. The base we're repurposing was huge. Plenty of room for workspaces and resident blocks. The work crew's already set up my office lab. I'm not a fan of the glass wall. Guess Murray's intention was to ensconce me as all-seeing presence. Ugh, opposite effect. Makes me feel watched, on display. Tempted to paint it over. Harris recorded his presentation yesterday. Suitably bleak. Scheduled to record mine Friday. As soon as reception, lounge, holo theaters, and first residence block at ZD site are finished, we'll start processing the candidates being held outside Tucson 27 already. Extraction teams prioritizing Pac Rim and Aussie candidates. How scared and confused they must be. Snatched off the street, carted across the world, held in cells. Here's hoping they understand once they see the big picture. Going to catch a few hours sleep here, then fly back to the Zero Dawn site. Here's promised delivery of QB Lattices by noon. Lattices. Expect MK1 will take 2 weeks to machine, assemble, and test. I aim to launch Gaia at 0.6 T grounding. From there, I'll spin her up past 1.0 T. Wonder how long it'll take to break the 1.38 T record. MIE can go hang. Sleep. This is the first time that I've read something from Sobeck's perspective, which is really interesting to me. I don't understand entirely what she's saying, but before I even worry about that, I'm just going to continue to read through the rest of her journals. We've seen holograms of her talking to Ted, But we haven't, I mean, we've honestly at this point talked more to Gaia than we have to her. Although, in a way, you could almost argue that Aloy is Sobeck in a way, but I do like to think that Aloy has her own agency and is her own person. I don't think it's fair to say that she is Elizabeth. So, anyway. Next one. I also think it's interesting that she's using her journal to... It's less emotional than I thought. Very like a list, just like listing what they were getting done. I wonder if it'll stay that way. Okay. 7/16/65. Okay, just as a reminder, the last one was 11/19/64. We hadn't interviewed any of the candidates for Zero Dawn yet, but we had kidnapped them. I feel like that's a really notable timeline. Now we are a little less than a year later in the summer. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since I've been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 04:30. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep before heading back to Zero Dawn. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday. So terrestrial life chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no failsafes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Well, only you, really, since Tad decided to do that Tad decided to do that as soon as you were dead. Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Neoda replied in less than a minute, with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow. And it's long, all right. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future years, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah. Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to Zero Dawn. Guess I should stop by Neoda's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. Okay, some important notes from this journal. The central armature is done, and the master override for Gaia that Ted suggested. We have seen her admit that she seems to be emotionally attached to Gaia. That's a big admission. We've launched into space. She's worried about Apollo and if we will repeat her mistakes. No worries there, girl. We'll never get our hands on it. Oh, God. And then, yeah, poetry. Okay, in the summer of 2065. All right, this next one is in October of the same year, on Halloween, if Halloween is still a thing, but you know. Okay. Oh, look at that. 10/31/65. Halloween. Travis came by trick-or-treating, dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out. But not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for Zero Dawn staff. Seriously. As though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspection with Harris and the President's delegation. Ted was here too. He was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes. Ugh. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. I'm gonna put a pin in that. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Looks like he was already thinking about his cute little plan, Can't keep eye contact with her. Harris stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing of the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase, as though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks and the atmosphere won't be breathable. Wow, can you imagine? 2 or 3 weeks till your planet is uninhabitable and you're living on it. The last vestiges of European and West African civilization brigades, or civ brigades, are trapped with their backs against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America towards the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, and it comes to this. An advanced elements of the Pacific swarms are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar seawall. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days. Not a good spread. If the plague breaks through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn. So they weren't really sure if they were gonna make it in time, because there was like give or take 10 days, and they're like, we ain't have 10 days to give. They were really like up against time here. 2 to 3 weeks until the atmosphere wasn't breathable. It's interesting to see that the people in Zero Dawn are still trying to have some semblance of normalcy at quite literally the end of the world. Also, some points of information here. Ted could not look her in the eyes. First of all, he shouldn't have been able to look anyone in the eyes, ever. But also, he was building himself a deluxe shelter that he called Thebes. Which culturally and historically speaking is interesting of him to name it that. Also, we should have killed Ted. Moving on. Okay. Not let him build a deluxe shelter. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, now we are January 15th, 66. So if we're to believe the timeline that we were just given on Halloween of 65, the atmosphere on Earth should no longer be breathable at this point of this journal being written. So let's see. January 15th, 66. Such a close thing. It's been, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the eastern line was imminent. Swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more and I think Gaia could have launched without our help. I really do. We had to scramble. Zero Dawn became a madhouse. Absolute bedlam, every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the alphas together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up. But they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. So that's why they were there. They were supposed to go to Elysium with their families. That's what they were promised, but they couldn't finish it in time. So they hunkered down. A few journals ago, she said, hopefully we will never have to close ourselves in here. But ultimately, they did have to close themselves in this place. and leave their families away from them in Elysium. They were never going to make it to Elysium. The Alphas were going to have to live there together with Elizabeth indefinitely until the end of their lives. Unfortunately, as we know now, the end of their lives was a lot sooner than anticipated. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime. And yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems never would have been installed. If. At least you won't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of ourselves. Ooh, so they were going to raise and train clones of themselves. So that's why Gaia even had that set up to create Aloy. Oh my goodness. That kind of makes me sad. Aloy could have like low-key had a mother that was also her. That would have been weird, but like she at least would have had one. She might not have been Aloy because she probably would have been created hundreds of years previously, but still. The genetic material was never processed out of the cradle sites, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate, raised by Travis Tate. Honestly, same. God. Oh, God. No. It'll be up to us to perfect Gaia. One generation only. Update. That was General Harris. The salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. They were willingly burying themselves. She's saying like they weren't. So the Lightkeeper Protocol was creating life support systems in Gaia's home hub just in case. But the hope was that they were going to be able to set Gaia up ahead of time and then go to Elysium with their families. But that never happened because the swarm overran them before they could get that done. Wow. Okay. And that's the last we have. Crazy. These are all the ones under repair. I'm glad we read those. I hope you enjoyed my Aloy / Elizabeth Sobeck voice. It's a little bit different than my usual reading voice, but I was trying to be a little raspier for our girl. Hope you enjoyed the story time. Beep, 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 beep. Whew, I really wanted to bring it home. All right, well, that's enough procrastinating for me.
The army can't get in here, right?
Hold on, where are we trying to get right now?
Make it across the Great Bridge.
Maybe this way? Ah, here we go. What sucks is they made that sacrifice to bury themselves, all of the Alphas to bury themselves and take care of Gaia away from their families in Elysium. And then Ted killed them. Oh, okay. Let me not think about it too much. It makes me upset. Like they made that sacrifice and then he literally made their sacrifice for naught. He just murdered them immediately. I'm not angry.
Mind feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
No, girl, I think we're good. We're level 36. According to this, we should be level 34 for this quest. We are above that. We will get 1 skill point and 17,000 experience. Which will still not quite get us to the next level. I'm still saving my skill points for dodge prowess because I also want quiet sprint. You never know when you might need it for the DLC. Crafting, inventory, fit. We are wearing our shield weaver fit, of which I love. I did the majority of the side quests that I was interested in. We still have a couple. We could do Death from the Skies, and then there's the Into the Frozen Wilds, but I think I'm okay with where we're at. I'm not about to back out of the final battle to go do another side quest. It's okay if we don't get every single side quest at the first playthrough. I'm not worried about that. I do feel like I did a lot, considering it's still a first playthrough and I didn't really know what to expect. Here we go. Wow, it's weird to be back in this house after, you know, we started here almost practically. Feels very odd to come back here before the final battle. Hey guys, do you think there's a way back or no? I'm so nervous. Here we go. Girl, with no bonnet? Just raw dog in the pillow with all them braids?
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you?
She called Gaia.
How did you rest after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Girl, we are stressed. We even called out for silence. Oh! That was me completing it. Okay.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
The face of extinction. I'm scared! Okay, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm chill. I'm cool. Oh, cute outfit. Do you want to cover your torso? No? Okay. It's really fleshy. It's got all of our organs in there, though. Okay.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not with smoke.
Bruh.
What is it?
Does that look like campfires to you? Be so for real.
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Yo, same, bro. I don't know. I take it back. I am scared. No, God, it's a bringer of death and all of his little spider friends. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. Okay. Are you sure we don't want to go extinct? I feel like that might be easier.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
To the guns, men!
Do what she says! Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire! Will the guns hold them back?
No! No, they won't! I'm really sorry about I didn't mean this like that. Ariana! What are you doing here?
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns.
He will cut you down!
Not this time.
He'll cut your mama down! Look how pale he is, Aloy. Girl, I have to fight him right off the bat. Let me put my cold mic controller. No! You cannot do this to me.
Why do you fight?
Ow. Hey. They really threw my butt right in here.
Can't let him in close.
Yeah, I hear you, girl. Oh, dead. Well, that worked out. Dang it!
You cannot hide from our wrath.
I mean, I can, like, low-key.
Should have fought me in the sun ring.
Alright, alright.
Bad shot!
Oh, Jesus, that hurt. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh.
He's too dangerous in close.
Okay, Aloy! Stop backseating me! I'm not getting hit because I don't understand that I shouldn't get hit! For God's sakes.
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Screw you guys. Screw you guys. Enough!
If the Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go.
Okay, okay, I hear you.
Away.
Where did you go?
Dude, when did you get there? Scared me. Oops, girl, don't hit that.
Locked in.
Oh, ouch.
He's quick.
Humana, run for your life. Where's he at? That answers that question. Can you not? Can you be on fire, please? You're really hard to... Jesus Christ, man. Why are you... Has anyone ever taught you how to be flammable? There we go. Oh my god, are you short? Did I make the thing too tall for you? This son of a gun. No, 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 no.
It's giving way!
Run, 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 run!
What are you before the terror?
Ow, 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 ow.
The one who will take you down!
Oh, see, now that's annoying.
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
Actually, I'm more chosen than you are, like, low-key. Ah!
You will die on nothing.
This fire is killing me, bro. Oof. Thank God for this armor.
You cannot understand destiny.
Yup. Destiny. Yup. For sure. Hey, any of you guys got something? Respectfully.
Your fate was set.
Whoa! How'd you get up here so fast? Boy, if you... Oh, there we go.
I am chosen. This was not meant to be.
Aloy. Bruh, I hope this hurts.
Chosen. Hades only chose you because you're a fool. A sadistic butcher too stupid to see you were being used. Your life was a failure. And soon, no one will even remember you.
Hot damn.
Turn your face to the sun and think about that.
Hot damn! You choose one angry answer the whole playthrough. I love that. I had no compassion for this man. None whatsoever. Okay, not too bad. Yo, that armor. I'm so glad I went through all of the trouble to get this armor. The amount of times I would have been absolutely dead if not for that. That was so worth it. It like literally would bring me all the way down. All right, before we go see what's going on with the end of the world. Honestly, though, I wish the end of the world could be fixed by just fighting this dude instead of fighting, like, a bunch of Deathbringers and whatnot. Yeah, that was really worth it. I'm really glad that I did that. Even re-climbing all the way to Ted's lab was so worth it. Okay. Normally I prefer to be a bit stealthier, but this was apparently not something we could even be stealthy with, so no problems there. That wasn't the cleanest I've ever done. But hey. We're alive. After a good try and a half. Let's go with that. Oh, look at that. I could have come up here, too. Could have given myself, like, a bit of a high road. Oh, that could have been fun. Okay, I need to pay more attention to my environment when I'm doing these battles. Sometimes there's just so much chaos happening, I can't bring myself to look around and calm down, you know? I gotta remember that. Look around. Sometimes there's interesting things in the environment you can utilize. Like, I should have exploded all of these. It's crazy that I didn't do that. Okay. Thank you, Yuki. I think I would have died over and over and over and over if not for this armor, so. Also, having Silence's weapon was very helpful. Thank you, Silence. Even though this is kind of your fault, Silence.
Looks good.
All right. I hate that I just like don't have room for these, but okay, here we go. Step by step, step by step. Thank you for the hydrates. Oh. Ooh,
Where do you need me?
a cannon? Girl, when I tell you I don't know how to do this.
Gotta get to another platform.
Okay, it's doing something. No, your mama. My mama. Oh, yeah, no, wait. Osram cannons are legit.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
I hear you, girl. I hear you, but like also, let me shoot. Yes. Girl. Ah! What is that? No, don't. Mm-mm. No. Aloy, pick it up. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. No, Aloy. Pick it up. There we go, queen. There we go. Also, we leveled up again. Defend the ridge. I'm defending it.
Here it comes. Better move.
Got him. No, Jesus. It's on fire. Why am I the only one using a cannon for real? They can't see me yet. I love these things. Brother, what are you still doing here? What sees me? Oh, something sees me. You're still alive. How dare you still be alive? This is crazy.
Time to go.
Nah. 'Tis but a flesh wound, Aloy. We're fine. We have this amazing armor. Come on, girl. Just a little bit higher. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Get that. Get that.
Don't wanna be here when that hits.
We're not. Look at this. They're shooting like stormtroopers over here. Okay, now let's do this. Doesn't matter though. It's too late.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
I feel very prepared, actually. Thank you for, This thing is awesome! What? Wait, how did anybody fight the Osram before this? Because for real, like, how are you supposed to... Is the ridge defended? How are we feeling?
Raise arms again. West.
West. Oh, I got you! Ooh. I keep doing that. That hurt. Oh god. Okay. Nope. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. Ugh. There we go. Is there something above my head right now? Don't look, Jahara, just... Oof. Oh, man. They are getting me with that! Birds, nope.
It's taking a shot at me.
Boy, if you do not back off. Girl. Okay, it's dead. Oh, ow. Okay.
Don't want to be here when that hits.
I'm trying, Aloy.
It's firing on your platform. Take cover from the Deathbringer.
Oh, there's 2 Deathbringers. Oh no. I was a little slow this time.
It's taking a shot at me.
Bird! What is happening? Why is everything so slow? Oh my god. If anything, I gotta... Ah! Oh, good lord. Okay. Oh. We're getting stronger.
Gotta get to another platform.
I know you keep saying that. But this one is serving us decently well. Trying to get it all the way. Oh, it's just now. Okay. It's gotten close enough. I think I've gotten the majority of its guns. Yep. There it goes. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, brother. Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
Coming!
Ah! Aloy? Come on, Queen. Stand up. Don't be crushed. Oh, Jesus. Okay. What is that? Uh-oh. Thank God we're knocked out and they didn't see us.
Aloy.
Tab!
Aloy. Aloy.
Tab, go home! Well, go somewhere else.
My own mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they?
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the Spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Tab. I've gotta go.
That feels very unfair. Okay. All right, y'all. I don't feel like it's fair that we were injured. I feel like we were kind of crushing that personally. Oh my God. Okay. Let's see if there's anything I can pick up on the way. I have to assume that the end of the world will wait for me, so it's fine. I love how I'm injured, yet I still have like a really good shield going on. Even my shield isn't perfect. Come on. Like I'm not working with regular arrows here.
The fury of the sun.
Launch the attack!
I have a lot more experience surviving.
You guys okay? Everybody all right? I'm not. I'm apparently still sort of dying.
Not bad.
I wish I could put corruption protection on this, but it still helps. Okay. The red around me makes me
Take the fight to the Spire end.
really nervous.
Meridian will hold, or my marks of honor mean nothing.
Okay. Someone's being so dramatic right now. Okay. Just take my time. Look around. Make sure we're fully stocked. Okay. Please go that way. Don't get taken in by the chaos. It's gonna be okay. Okay. What are we looking at? What are we seeing? Water. Okay, here we go. Anyone else? Everybody okay? Oh, perfect. Let's use this opportunity.
Save these for the train.
Grab a little bit of healing herb for myself. Okay. Go to the Spire and stop Hades. Easy! No problem! Why didn't you say so? Go to the Spire, stop Hades. Oh my god, easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let me just grab a Capri Sun real quick. Why didn't you say that's what we're doing? Okay, thank you, Serenity, for the 3 gifted subs. Alright, we're okay, we're okay.
Saving these for the trail.
We are full up. Alright. Let's grab as many things as possible. You never know what you're going to need from these supply crates. There's a dead Deathbringer. Love to see it. Love to see it. Okay. I hate that I'm just injured. There we go. Girl, heal yourself. Okay, I thought it was part of I thought it was part of the vibe. Okay, sorry. Literally, why haven't you healed? I just kind of thought it was part of the vibe to have like a glowing red around me, but just kidding, it wasn't. Okay. I would like to note that I was just slightly dying this entire time, but I didn't die. Okay. Here we go. Good thing I did it right before the cutscene.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
Oh, crud. We should do something about that. Too late. Awesome. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Really? A child playing with a ball? Please run, small one. Oh God, please run. Someone please get their child. Lord. Gaia, what do we even do about this? Yeah, I don't know who you... Yeah, I know. We all see it. We all see it. It's bad. I don't think this is fair. I feel like I've done a very good job so far. Oh no. Right before our eyes. Is that what it looked like? What a horror scene. Okay, well.
Started the signal. It must have gotten through the defenses.
Girl, yeah.
Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Oh, no. My friends. I love that guy. Anyone else seeing this? We see it, dude. Yeah, no, he's looking back at us like, are you seeing this? I mean, we seeing this, man. Girl, the way I almost missed. I just would have died.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. Knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
Me trying to think if there's any reason I would go down. I don't want to end up like the dolphins. My people! Where are you guys? Y'all better not wait for me to die. Oh, God. Okay. Wait, what happened to the dolphins? You don't want to ask that question, Dax. Welcome in. It's fine. What happened to the dolphin? Guys! Is everything okay? You're alive!
They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that.
We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
My fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
The metal devil must fall.
Sona's such a vibe.
I should stock up.
I should stock up. I should stock up on life. Ah. I can feel the stress, adrenaline in my body right now. Final battle stressed me out. Okay. The stakes just feel so high. I love when the game is so good that I literally feel like I'm actually going to die right now. Like, I don't want anyone to die, and I'm so stressed. Okay. Okay. What do you think Hades is allergic to? Definitely divas who serve. And absolutely divas who slay. Oh. How was Time Stranger? It was amazing! I finished it, like, practically a few months ago at this point. But I highly recommend it. I put it on Switch recently. You should get it. Okay. So we're not talking about the dolphins like we don't talk about the Bruno situation? I mean, we can talk about the dolphins. But... someone made smoothies for the dolphins? There's a different word instead of for. Okay? I never completely finished this game, neither have I, you know? What happened to the dolphins? Alright, y'all want to talk about how the machines turned the dolphins into smoothies and then drank the dolphin smoothies, then we can talk about it. They also made people smoothies, but, you know. I feel like we went the wrong way, you guys. Don't follow me. Don't follow me. I don't know how to get up here. We climbing? Y'all, don't follow me. I don't know where I'm going. Y'all need to tell me where to go. Okay. What do you think? I'm thinking like maybe here. Yeah, that looks about right. All right, here we go. Oh, okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right, big bad right over this ridge. I thought you were talking about IRL. No, in the game, darling. In the game. It's one I missed, it seems. I didn't know about the dolphin smoothies. Yeah, it was one of the journals that you read through that talk about how before they realized the world was ending, that the machines turned a pod of endangered dolphins into smoothies right before their eyes. Just ground them up and ate them. And that's right around the time that they realized they were in huge trouble. As one would then figure out, yeah. How's it going? I'm scared, Heather. Do you want to fight this boss battle for me? No? Okay. Okay, wait. Hold on, wait. Okay, I also forgot that I got a bunch of skill points. Okay, dodge prowess. Do we want dodge prowess? Or do we want more weapons? Or do we want... When her health is low, we hit even harder. Okay. Or we could have this. Or we could... At this point, I don't think a quiet sprint is helping anybody. So maybe we should just do this. Which just means that we hit even harder if we're dying. And at the rate that we might be dying, that might... Let's do it. Alright. We got it. I wanted to get to this eventually, but right now I do need to be hitting as hard as a Mack truck, preferably. Okay. Whack potential increased. Desperation levels high. I want to save the next skill point that hopefully I'll get soon in the middle of this battle for dodging. My dodging is already pretty decent, but... Alright. Here we go.
Arrival of entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission.
Oh! Oh! He knew we were coming.
To contrary, calculations are precise.
He said I was expecting you.
Presence of entity has been accounted
He's
for.
monologuing. Wow. Gosh darn it. I hate a Deathbringer, I do. Nothing more than I hate of a Deathbringer. Anyone got a cannon or... Girl, it sees you. What are we hiding from?
Get ready, it's a Deathbringer!
Nope. Halo, you're supposed to be hiding. Alright, you guys. I want parts off that thing now! Oof. Girl. Component removed. Let's get armor off this thing. Alright. Hey guys. Hey, what's up? Excellent. That's right, Jahara. Use your environment. Use your environment.
Execute.
Halo, that blasted heap wants your blood.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, here it comes.
Boom. One component at a time, Aloy. One component at a time. Start with the babies. Little bitty babies. Also, its feet. Good. Good, 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 good. Can't shoot me if you ain't got no guns, you bozo. No ammo, no ammo, no ammo, no ammo, no ammo, no ammo. Your mom doesn't have any ammo. About to shoot me. I hate when I accidentally do that. Let's light this mofo on fire. Alright, we've broken through it. Keep going.
We cleaned it out.
Time enough to beat the machines back.
Okay, she's on fire.
Watch it. Keep coming. Knock them back.
All of you, focus on the new machines!
You guys are doing great. Keep them off of me.
Prioritize entity.
No, 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 no.
Okay.
No, 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 no. Touch. Come on, Aloy, you've got this. Light him up, light him up, light him up. Ooh. He is on my butt. Oh, the corruption, dude! Please keep it off of me. Come on. Okay. Need to get it to trip again. It's okay. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. It's back to me. Come on.
Execute.
Big one wants a piece of you, Aloy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Down now.
Breathe. Breathe. Focus on the body parts.
My way's clear.
It's down. Time to do what you came for, Aloy.
Got it. I did it. Remembering to use my environment really helped me this time around. I think I would have been done for if I was down there with everybody. Do you know what I mean? I think I would have been doomed. I'm so glad that I noticed there was a spot up here. Okay. Thank God. We did it! Okay. First try! Hey guys! Thank you for your help. Let's grab as much as we can also, real quick. It's really important that we still have enough metal Craft as many arrows as possible. It's so quiet all of a sudden, I know, right? I'm gonna do this one for dodge prowess, so now we can do dodge prowess. Alright. Let's see if we can gather some more herbs so we're nice and full up. That was good. That was good, that was good. I'm glad they still give us time to loot everything. Okay. Someone was like, do you want to take a break? No, no break for me. I gotta keep, if I let the adrenaline fade, it'll be harder than once you're like, you're kind of in it, you know what I mean? Me wondering if I should just grab this real quick or... just... Alright, pardon. Where did Hades, where did that loser run to? Okay. Oh, he's over there. Okay. I'll be with you in a second, Hades. Okay. Alright, guys. I don't know if I actually need this. Let's go. Oh, I'm scared. Okay.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Imminence for sure, brother. Oh, there you are. Purge Hades. I don't know if this is the scientific way to do it. Right. Okay. Oh dear. That would have been nice if it was the end of it, wouldn't it? Elo, we have to go faster. People are being made into smoothies as we speak.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobeck. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
I'm shaking, you guys. I'm literally shaking. Can y'all stop knocking her over? False alarm, you guys! No smoothies! False alarm, no smoothies! Everybody stay down! No Jamba Juice today. No Jambas will be juiced. Did you never have to leave your castle? I'm gonna talk to you about that later. Are you sure we shouldn't burn him or something? Stab him again, maybe? Saving the world with my besties. I have trust issues so bad, y'all. I want to cheer, but I'm scared. How y'all have such good eyesight? Ooh, hugs. They were like, my king. I was not prepared for hugs. Again, are we sure we don't want to stab the big murder robot a couple more times? Dialogue through. Ooh.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Ooh.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
Oh my god.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
Ooh, Gaia.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
That's exactly our girl, Aloy. That's our girl.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
I can't believe I did it. I have such trust issues. I didn't even realize I actually finished the final battle. I was ready for another battle. I couldn't even cheer. I actually did it. Oh my god. It like just hit me. We did it. We did it. I didn't even realize I was like waiting for something bad to happen. That is Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy's fault, by the way. There's like 5 parts to a boss battle. And we heard her voice talking to Gaia. She made it back to her home, Sobeck Ranch. And she died on her home. And Aloy found her. My heart. She said she would have wanted her daughter to be curious. Aloy is the most curious person in the whole of the human race. And she used it to save everyone. But also, can we talk about the fact that part of the reason that I didn't realize the game was over was because I absolutely crushed those final battles. I was so insanely prepared. There was hardly any point that I was even low in health. I was like, all right, yeah, we just shooting, we killing, we dodging, we shooting, we killing, we dodging. Like, I had the one redo when we were fighting the dude. Because I got real scared, but then we got better. Also, can I say, y'all typing breathe in the chat actually did help me remember to breathe. Because I was starting to panic. I was getting frustrated with the length of time and I was starting to panic. And you were like, breathe. And I was like, breathe and start going again for the parts. It's okay. Like, we're watching all of this. I hope you know that, right? Oh my gosh. The shield armor was so clutch. Because I had the shield armor, I could take so many hits and not worry about dodging. I could just keep shooting. And once I realized that, I was like, bruh, we are in it. We can sit right here. Because as long as it gives our armor enough time to recharge, we're okay. That shield armor was the most clutch thing ever. I'm so glad we got it. Oh my god. We did it. Did you feel like the combat was clunky, like the game in general? No, I actually love the combat in this game. But I'm someone who really loves a dodge roll and an arrow. The only time that I thought the game was clunky, there's like a control for you to when you go to aim, and then when you go to aim and then focus. Sometimes if you don't do that in the right, with the speed that you try and do it, the game doesn't quite catch it, and you end up swinging instead. Y'all know what I'm talking about? When you do like the L2, R2 to pull back and then focus in. But sometimes if you do it too fast, it doesn't register the L2 and you just swing. That is the only part that would annoy me, because sometimes you'd see Aloy swing, and it's just because I was trying to just like dodge roll and just, you know what I mean? I was trying to dodge roll and like pull, but I would end up dodge rolling and then she'd just swing. And I was like, no! That's the only thing that I've personally found clunky. Because I couldn't come out of a dodge roll like straight into like a focused shot as much as I wanted. But other than that, I loved it. And honestly, for me, I was just like, it's fine. It happens every once in a while. It's whatever. Yeah. But overall, yeah, I found that the combat was extremely smooth and really, really fun and quite intuitive. It took me a while to get used to it. Y'all saw that. But also, I learned a lot better about like the dodge roll. Something that I would like to get better at for like the next one is being able to lock on to an enemy better. I wasn't very good at that. So if I roll, I can swing at them even if I end up behind the camera where I can't see them. If I could have done that, I would have been unstoppable, babes. But I was usually just kind of like guessing as to where they might end up and then swinging over there. Wow, we did it though. Jude, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you for gifting 2 subs. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite Extinction stories ever. Probably my favorite. I haven't played a lot of Extinction story-based games, now that I think about it. I loved this story. I loved how it unfolded. I loved how we found the journals. I loved the entries. I loved the written journals. I loved the voice notes. I loved the holograms. I still feel like we have some unfinished business, but it's good because, I mean, there is a sequel. So I feel like we have some stuff to address for that, and I'm really excited about that. Yep. I have not played the DLC. I probably will. Not right away, I don't think. I tend to not play the DLC right away if I can help it. But yeah. Which is your favorite side character? Mine is Aaron's. Vanasha. With Aaron as a very close second. And then Teb as a third, probably. I really like Teb. I'm glad he didn't die. I'm really, really glad. I was worried about him the whole time. Dun, dun, dun. But wow, this game was a masterpiece. I didn't know what to expect. I also love Varl. I didn't get to spend as much time with Varl, though. Technically, I spent the same amount with Varl and Teb. No, not Ted. Teb. I honestly love a lot of the side characters. I felt very attached to them, and I'm so glad they didn't die. Just so good. Now that you have a taste for the Fallout show and the John and the run games, I'm one step closer on my master's plan to get Jahara to play Fallout. Yeah, that's never happening, Toon Boy. As I watch Kenny play it, she doesn't. I was kidding. He knows that's never happening. I'm glad you put this much openness in playing this involved game. I loved this. When I tell you guys, I'd never even watched a trailer for this game when I decided to play it. I came into this game super blind. I knew it was a post-apocalyptic world. I knew Aloy's name. I knew it was open world, and I knew it was like machines. But I'd never seen a trailer, and so I had no expectations. It's weird to say I had no expectations and therefore everything was blown out of the water, but it was. Like, I just loved it. I fell in love with it so quickly. And what's funny is when I started playing this, I actually didn't have much of an audience for Horizon. You guys weren't around that much. A lot of you hadn't. And so, as a streamer, I tend to try to prioritize games that like really pulls in an audience, and this game didn't, but I loved it so much that I played it anyway. And a lot of y'all found me through Horizon. And as I played it, the audience for it grew, because I can see why this game is much beloved. You know? It was so good. Really, the only thing that I'm upset about, if I could be 100% honest with you guys, is now I have to redo my top 10 favorite games of all time, and it's already a pretty tight list. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that. I'm stressing it. Like, it's gotta go somewhere up there. It's gotta go somewhere for sure. But I don't know where. I don't know where. I don't know, Toon Boy. My top 5, you know, is already so airtight. I have no idea how I'm going to insert it in there. I have to look. Look at this game. The remaster is beautiful too. They did a great job. Going into the blind is the best way to play them. Best let the game tell the story and set it up in its own way instead of having someone else set it up in a half-hearted way. The devs of Seven Rebirth love this game and some open world stuff and internal game evidence that it was inspired by this. I believe it. We're actually going to be playing Rebirth after I finish this. The goal is to replace this game with Rebirth so that we are prepared for Revelations, and then we'll probably come back to this series as well. What are my top 5? Can someone do exclamation point top 5 for me? Because sometimes I just forget. Yeah, I'm showing you. I like to go through all of the credits as much as possible. Also, can I say thank you to the devs for not putting a copyright song in this? Did Horizon inspire to cosplay someone from the game? Not quite. Mostly because I'm not really in my very complex cosplay era, which is what this would be. But I do feel inspired to eventually do something from this game. Someone asked how I decided to play this game. My husband recommended it to me, actually. Based on... my husband knows me really well based on other games that I've played, and he said based on my love for Breath of the Wild and Final Fantasy, that just based on that alone, I should like this game a lot. He hadn't even played it himself. He was just like, that's just what I hear. I think that if you are a fan, since you're a huge fan of Final Fantasy and you're a huge fan of Breath of the Wild, you would really like this game, so you should try it. So yeah, he recommended that I play it, and he bought it for me. It was fully his recommendation, so, and he was right. He was right. No, I won't forget. I know we still have the DLC. We're probably not going to jump into it right away, though. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. I like to give the end of a game time to ruminate for me, if that makes sense. Come back to it after a little bit of a break. But this was amazing. I really want to think about it. What are my top 5 right now? If you're curious, my top 5 are Expedition 33, Nier Automata, the Final Fantasy VII compilation, Bayonetta 1 and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and then Final Fantasy X. That is an airtight top 5, guy. I don't know. That's hard, because this is also an excellent game. But like, you go E33, Nier Automata, 7 compilation, Bayonetta 1 and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep, and then Final Fantasy X. That's rough. Thank you for subscribing with Prime, Orchidet. I got a little game rest in my brain for before playing something else. Yeah, It's a very solid top 5. I think it's an extremely solid top 5. I'm like, that's rough. Everything is gorgeous, but one specific tower looked like a circlet of big toes with toenails, and I couldn't see it. I hope I never see it. The meandering is nice. Gives you a second to enjoy the beauty of Meridian. I agree. They cooked with this game. Bayonetta 1 is life-changing. I can never take Bayonetta 1 off of my top 5. But for me, so was Nier Automata, and so was E33. Can you tell that I like to cry? I just love really, really emotional, introspective stories. And then there's Bayonetta, which is just, I don't know. It switches something in your brain. Like, oh my god. All of those games are games that have irreparably changed my perspective on video games. There's always the honorable mention to Breath of the Wild as well. It's always in the top 5, but it's not a top, it's the leader of the top 5 while not being in it. It was wonderful saying hello to you at TennoCon. Hi! Welcome in! Ah! I'm so glad. I was saying, someone else came in earlier to say that they saw me, and it was so great. So you're an emotional masochist? Is that a thing? I just feel like just because something is supposed to be sad doesn't mean I'm going to cry. Just because you tell me that everybody's sad that a character died doesn't mean that I'm sad. So if you can make me sob over a fictional character in a fictional story that never happened, that came out of your imagination, that you animated, and not only did I have to read it, watch it, I got to play it and experience it firsthand. And at the end of it, I cried like a baby, as if all of this was real. Oh no, you're good. You're good, Battle. I just feel like that is not actually easy. I've read so many books. I really like fantasy. I've watched so many movies. And there have been times when something sad, arguably sad, happens, and I'm just not affected by it, and I do feel kind of disappointed. Because that just means like the foundation wasn't built up for me to actually feel attached to a character. So when something bad happens to them, I don't actually feel anything. So I just feel, it just happens to coincide with stories that make me cry really hard, mean that the story was so beautifully well written. You know? That I had no choice. you know. That's just what I think about. Setting is one of the most creative and original I've ever experienced. I love it. I agree. Also, do you guys find that, like, as you've played so many games and read so many books and watched so many movies, that there's only so many, it feels like there's only so many stories we can tell. And so sometimes you kind of know when the twist is coming. And you're fine with that. So it's very few and far between that a story can actually surprise you with where it chooses to go. And I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn is one of those stories for me that it oddly wasn't predictable. It just wasn't. It was so good. Also, like, how dare you make me feel attached to characters I've never even met? Like, hello? Isn't that why you liked Violet and Zia over Arceus? Because you felt you got to connect with the characters more? Exactly. Yes. Absolutely. Yeah. I don't mind not being surprised, but I just mean, like, for me, it's an even step above that they can. It just really speaks to the uniqueness of the story if you can be surprised still, you know? I was literally crying over my favorite vampire show. This game is amazing. The story in Horizon FW continues in the same vein. I love both the games so much, and there are a number rumors of a third Horizon being developed right now. Am I late? Yeah, we finished. For example, the hero's journey is one of the story templates, but that doesn't mean stories have to be bad because they use them. Exactly, right. This was just so good. Also, I don't know how else to say this, but this game, you can just feel the love put into all of the little details. Like the lore of each tribe is developed so deeply. And it's interesting because also you as a player don't really have to engage with it that much if you don't want to, but it's there. And the fact that it's there, even if you don't engage with it, really makes the world feel real. Because I feel like there was no point in which I could dig so deep that I ran out of explanations for things, culturally, historically, anything. Like, it felt like the world was so real that there was always going to be an explanation for something if I wanted to look for it. And that's so cool. It's very, very cool. Oh, sorry. Is this still just going? There it is. Okay. Thank you for playing. Thank you for the experience. There we go. So much world lore and the character love. Even the side quests are less a chore and more entertainment. They really are. Not counting all the random lore drops you can scan with the focus literally everywhere, right? The fact that there's such diversity in all tribes is something that really surprised me. I was also surprised by that. I actually didn't know what to expect in terms of diversity for this game, so I was just, my flowers were gasted, truly. Oh, so good. There are the remastered version credits, so we got 2x credits, yeah. Maybe these might be the deals. Those were the DLC credits. I don't want to skip them. I don't like skipping credits. Sometimes there's stuff that comes after it, you know? But I like it to be a surprise if there is. They worked so hard on this, and all they ask is in friends that you memorize all of their names. Oh my gosh. I really like this game. This is one of my slower playthroughs as well, if you've been following the playthrough. I didn't play this game nearly as often as my others, but I refuse to give it up. I really like it. Thank you for experiencing this with me. Also, thank you to y'all as a fandom. This was like one of the easier fandoms for us to manage. Nobody wanted to spoil anything for me, story-wise. Like, literally ever. Would you play Hogwarts Legacy? No. I don't support J.K. Rowling or any of her IPs. No. I found your VODs on YouTube and your playthrough was fantastic. Thank you for playing. I'm so glad! I'm so glad we have VODs on YouTube now. It really means the world to me that y'all can watch them. Kinds of reminds me of the story of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. The OG was a mess until I got everything. I think it was Mencken, but he died of AIDS in his deathbed. Ashman said that the movie was going to be a hit, and he said, I know. I feel like this is how the Dutch team reacted to the end of the... They're like, we know. It's going to be amazing. Trailer? No, I don't. I try not to watch trailers anymore. Bless you for being a trans ally, Jahara. Of course, I can't ask for allies if I'm not going to be one. That's a non-starter. But yeah, thank you so much, Queen, for playing Horizon Zero Dawn. You did fantastic. We'll definitely be looking out for your next playthrough. Thank you, Gerald. This game is best experience when surprised. It was so good. Your playthrough popped up right as I finished mine, so it was fun seeing it again from a different perspective. Really? Did you feel like we held any different perspectives in particular? Oh, that's a great question while we're going through the credits for y'all. Do y'all feel like there were any things... you don't have to say... You don't have to. There could have been nothing. But was there any point in me playing this that I said something that stood out to you? Maybe as something that you also felt? Or something that you didn't notice? Or maybe even something that you didn't agree with? Something that, resonated with you in the playthrough? I would just love to know if there was anything like that for you guys. Resonated with, opposed to, stuck out for you, anything like that. While we played, in terms of, I spent a lot of time talking about my opinions of the lore, not just playing the game. I was really vocal about how I felt about everything, so, yeah. It's so easy to not give the evil woman money. I know, right? I like that you care deeply about the lore and you took the time to read everything you found. Thank you! I'm so glad, because sometimes I worry that people are going to be like, play the game, and I'm like, this is the game! I definitely missed a lot of the lore pieces, and your readings of them were wonderful. Aw, thank you! Thank you. I enjoyed the big philosophical conversations about the ethics of Zero Dawn. That was so fun. You called her being a clone so early. You're so smart, and I mean that genuinely. Thank you! Thank you for that credit. I did call her being a clone pretty darn early. Oh my gosh. Is it so immersive? It is so immersive, isn't it, Matrix? You get caught up in the storylines and the characters. It's so beautiful. What I appreciate from the series that Ayla's not necessarily the chosen one, and her story unfolded from just having a genuine love for people and helping that she found in need, right? Like, it turned out, but you were clear on the backseating, so I quiet about that. And I got look at how well I did in the end, Yuki. All on my own. And it felt so good to have done so well in the final battle, knowing that everything that I learned, I did through my own personal experience with the game. That's why I'm so strict about the backseating, because then I feel like how I did at the end of the game is really a result of my efforts. Do you know what I mean? When you were talking about how you experience as a mom would be how you feel or would act if you existed in the world, like saying what choice you would choose if you're an alpha candidate. So good. I'm glad, Jude. But you see things in a different light that I was able to get any perspective. I'm glad, Afro. The whole discussion talk regarding of how they chose to promote false hope rather than be Hunstone's how bad it really was. I found the discussion amazing. Honest on how bad it really was. I found the discussion really amazing. How interesting. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, this is my third favorite Jahara playthrough so far. What's your first and second, William? Well, I can't blame you for I thought it was funny how much you refused to trust blameless Murad. I know. I'm sorry. I have a long history with king advisors being evil. I'll apologize to him later. I played this back when it was released. I was a lot younger, so seeing your point of view was incredible and how you helped me understand a lot of things. Oh, I'm glad, Ryan. Going through emotional reaction to the people finding out about Zero Dawn. Ugh. All of your talk about learning about Zero Dawn that was like an hour of lore talk. You had some perspective I'd not considered as I'm not a parent. Great stuff. I love your take when she found out she was born from a machine. Your empathy and your deep understanding of how she was feeling was amazing. Aww. Yay. Part we found out Ted killing everyone in Apollo. Your reaction was so fun. I was so upset. Literally, I had a physical reaction, Roma. I needed to leave. Your perspective on how a parent would react to all of what happened in the past, something I hadn't had when I played when I was younger. You also noticed that Varl and Alien were different races, but you didn't get the chance to explore it. I did. That's true. I can't recall the exact wording, but the lore about the dolphins was so impactful, it really cemented the series as a regular tune-in. Overall, taking time to really delve into the viewpoints of all the side characters was so enthralling. It was fun. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Yay! He was blameless. It was right there in the name, and that's what was suspicious. I was like, why are you trying so hard to be blameless? I like when you noted that the Norris tribe version of history turned out to be the closest to what actually happened, right? That was so interesting to find out. I mean, they were the closest to everything. They traveled not nearly as far. When they called it the motherland, the homeland, they were right. Mother's embrace. They really were within Gaia's reach, and Gaia had been watching over them for a large part of history. Until Hades showed up again, which is crazy to think about. Like, they were not necessarily wrong. It was just the interpretation of science as religion and magic, almost, rather than science. Which, given the knowledge they did not have, that makes sense. But it's interesting because in the beginning, as Ayla starts to learn more, you start to like really discount what the Nora are saying, as they're like a people that, for lack of a better word, they sound uneducated. You start to believe what the other tribes say about the Nora, you know, the savage Nora, the savages. But really, when it comes right down to it, they stayed the closest to the truth. Isn't that fascinating? Both literally, like within, like physically, but also in their religion and in their culture, they were the closest. They said that stay away from the machine, stay away from technology. Mother doesn't want the technology is what destroyed us. It destroyed them, and we should not touch it again. And that is true. To an extent, that is what Elizabeth and Gaia were hoping to pass down. It was a warning. They didn't know any of the details about that, but they were indeed correct. Technically, the Sundom, the Karja Sundom, the Shadow Karja, most specifically, were the farthest away, because not only did they create new gods, they, when encountering technology, when they encountered Hades, they did not fear the machines. They chose to use them as weapons, just like Ted did. So really, the Shadow Karja are most in line with Ted Pharaoh. And they were going to literally, they created the steps to literally repeat history. That's so fascinating to think about. Even though, like, them, along with the Oseram, were some of the most technologically advanced civilizations up to this point. It really kind of begs the question of, like, can we, as a race of humans, actually be trusted with technology? Can we be trusted not to destroy ourselves? That feels extremely poignant right now with how things have developed in the last few years. So very interesting. Tier says an anagram for Teresa as in Mother Teresa. That's so interesting. I didn't think about that. My top 3 favorites were, first, Legends EA, because that's how I got to know you. Second, Legends Arceus, because it's one of my favorite games. And third, Horizon, because I didn't know about the game. I'm so glad to have introduced it to you. Oh my goodness. I'm so glad. I actually find it so interesting that Zero Dawn team worked so hard to make sure the future people would be diverse in ethnicity, race, etc. And the tribes ended up having prejudice in different ways. I loved that as well, Romo. That they still had prejudice against each other that didn't have anything to do with their skin tone. I find it always really interesting in post-apocalyptic or futuristic stories about humanity that we can never write a story in which prejudice and racism does not exist. So it almost begs the question, another question, is can we as a human race even imagine a society realistically in which we live without prejudice? And really the answer is no. We say if it's not our skin color, it's something else. If it's not our language, it's something else. If it's not our religion, it's something else. Like, we always write in some level of prejudice. I feel like just like the need for society and groupings and the need to believe in something bigger than we are, like religion, we also have a fundamental need to classify ourselves in terms of hierarchy, which is really interesting. Financial, what have it, right? How did you react when Aloy found Elizabeth's final resting place? I cried, you guys. Please watch the VOD. We just finished it, so please, yeah, you can scroll back and finish it. If you're on YouTube, you can go watch it. Yeah. Aloy would not exist not for machine and artificial intelligence. I like the idea that Gaia and Elizabeth are her two moms. I like that too. You know? I tried to get my friend into just Utah, Colorado area to play for her, but the savage being used as a slur made her hesitant. I totally see that. One of the things that, again, I didn't watch any credits or any trailers for this game, but I actually asked my friend, I said, I feel a little uncomfortable just from like a few pictures that I've seen of Zero Dawn. There seems to be a lot of indigenous leaning clothing on non-indigenous people. Are there a lot of people of color in this game? And my friend, who's Alex, if y'all know her, and she's black, she said, do not worry about that. The game is she's like, I hear you, and I see your hesitation with that. The game is extremely diverse. And I said, okay, because I feel a little uncomfy. Because on like a surface level, you don't see a lot of the different tribes, right? And she was right. I can definitely see how that would give you hesitation, because I feel the same way. I have the same issue in a couple of other games where it's not even necessarily like the color, it's the use of degrading a certain race or group of people really is hard for me to deal with. But I think that they approached it in a delicate way, you know? I loved the inside joke we made about the matriarchs being dentists and 1 out of 10 dentists disapprove of Aloy. I'm glad you remember that. In many ways, Aloy's a reincarnate of Elizabeth rather than her daughter. Also true. But I like to think that the devs kind of want us to think of her that way, because when we're listening to that last message between Elizabeth as she's about to go to sleep and speaking to Gaia, and she talks about what she would have wanted if she had had the chance to be a mother and who she would have wanted her daughter to be. I do not feel like it is a coincidence that she describes exactly who Aloy is. I think it's complex, but I do think that Aloy is both her daughter and her. I feel like Aloy is literally like Elizabeth's, like, literal incarnation of hope. She is the hope that she had for the world. And her and Gaia together created Aloy to finish what they physically could not finish. So Aloy is both herself as well as an extension of Elizabeth and Gaia. You know? Incarnate, yes. What moment got you the most emotional besides Ted Faro killing everyone? I think the moment, I don't know, let me know if you guys disagree with me, because sometimes you can tell, you watching me on the outside, you might have a better perspective. I personally think the moment that I felt the most emotional was when I learned what Project Zero Dawn actually was, in that it wasn't an attempt to save the world as it currently existed. It was when we learned that the people that they brought in for Zero Dawn, and like we listened to the PowerPoint presentation, essentially, that, hey, so I know we've told you that you just have to hold out until Zero Dawn, but we lied. We do need you to hold out until Zero Dawn, but there is no going back to normal. There is no normal. The world is going to end, the world as we know it. And I think that was the longest lore talk that we had. I felt extremely emotional because I felt like I was supposed to be like, yay, Zero Dawn's gonna save. I felt like as a proper hero, if I was aligned with Elizabeth, that I should feel like this is a good idea. But I actually just felt like literally sucker punched in the gut to learn that the plan to save the world wasn't to save our world. Me inserting myself as part of the human race at the time, right? And what it would have felt like to hear that, to be like, you can still work to save the world, but that doesn't include the world that you live in. And for me, something that you guys mentioned, when I'm like, that doesn't include the world that I live in with my family. I cannot save the world for my daughter. But you can work for a world after your daughter is gone. And I felt really upset because I felt like I was supposed to feel hope and like a sense of duty. I feel like I argued with some people in chat, not like badly, but like I felt like we actually had some of us had a fundamental disagreement where you guys were like, this is our duty. Like I would do this. And I was like, the only reason I would do it was because of the promise of Elysium. Because Elysium promised that I would be able to save my family. Whereas there were some that responded and said, it's not fair to save my family over others. And they left. I said, I would do anything to save my family specifically. I wouldn't agree to Zero Dawn for the greater good. And that was kind of like a really complicated feeling for me to come to terms with, is that if it had been me, I wouldn't have agreed to do Project Zero Dawn for the greater good. It would have been for entirely selfish reasons. Because Elysium promised to save my family. That's why I would do it. And I think it was really interesting because there was a fundamental disagreement between how some of us approached it. And I felt I think that was the most emotional that I felt. I was really devastated. I was really devastated by that. Because I felt like the game, not even the game, because I disagree. I think the game was really open to letting players interpret it and feel about it how they wanted, but you were seeing different perspectives. I love how we got different perspectives from different people and how they reacted, because it kind of validated, I feel like, everyone who played, depending on the perspective you held yourself. Like, I didn't feel crazy for being like, oh, thank God. Oh, Zero Dawn's gonna save us. I was just like, that's bullshit. I'm angry. I'm not happy with this. This is not what I wanted to hear. I don't like it. Like, this is not the plan that I wanted. Are you insane? But again, once they got to the point, they're like, if you do it, we'll save your family. I was like, fine. I still hate you guys, though. And I think this is dumb. And I hate this. The world is ending. Okay, we finally made it. Here we go. I swear to God, if that thing comes back to... I said stab it again! Lord. Oh! Silence.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Oh, good God, silence. That man will do anything for knowledge. Anything. Okay, here, let's see. Congratulations on defeating Hades and protecting Gaia's dream of Earth reborn. The state of the world has been restored to just before the looming shadow, prior to the final battle of Meridian. You keep all loot and experience from your successful playthrough. Additionally, New Game Plus has been unlocked, granting the option to play the game again from the beginning with all the loot and skills you have accumulated throughout this playthrough. A New Game Plus loadout of your current inventory and skills has been created. To play this mode, simply choose the New Game Plus option in the main menu. You can also create new loadouts via the pause menu in the game. Thank you for playing the Horizon team. That man had us use his lance on purpose. He was prepared to extract Hades so that he could essentially capture him and use him as a slave and get more knowledge. Wow, silence. I'm not even the least bit surprised. He has been nothing if not consistent. Wow. He'll put lives at risk for knowledge. He absolutely will. The only reason he didn't want the world to end is because he wasn't done learning. Doesn't care about people. The only reason he doesn't want to die is because he wants to learn. We did it! Ah! Anyways, I love the solution wasn't an easy answer and incredibly more complex. When you think of Native American concept of making decisions based on 8 generations from now, that's really interesting, cats. That moment was so emotional to think about. It's an enormous, complicated choice to have to make. I don't think any of us know what choice we would make unless we're in that moment. Can you imagine a video game of a show set during the Feral Plague? That would be rough. Oh my god, so rough. I would watch it though. Rest in power, Lance Reddick. Someone give this guy the Library of Babylon, lock him in there and let him leave us alone. Oh my gosh. Truly one of those games I can't play again because you can't experience a story like this for the first time again. And that's what my channel is about, Dusty, is hopefully I can help y'all experience these things for the first time again. You know? As like genuinely and honestly as I can. I hope I was able to help you with that. I hope I was able to give y'all a first play experience again. Even if it was a little bit different from yours. But yeah. That's true. Who woke you up in the first place? I'm also really curious about Ted's Thebes. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't want y'all hinting at anything, you know what I'm saying? But you know. Hi, Jahara. I think about your Kingdom Hearts clips on Twitter so much. I hope you have a great day. Hi, Jody. Wow. It's okay, Bryce. It exists. Can y'all believe there was a time where we would stream and if you missed the stream was just gone? What a horrible time. What a horrible time to be alive. Oh my gosh. Hello, Jahara. Glad to finally catch another stream. It makes my day up. Only needed to pick me up after getting home by heckling in Tennessee today visiting. Ugh. I'm so sorry to hear that. I have also been heckled on the street for racist reasons, and it really sticks with you. So don't feel bad for letting it affect you. You are human and you have a heart. You're not a robot. But good on you for searching out things to create a more positive environment for yourself. You're safe here and we love you. Wow, this was so amazing. I love this game. I've made a decision. This is going to be big. Mods, I need you to change my top 5 to a top 6. Number 1, Expedition 33. Number 2, Nier Automata. Number 3, the Final Fantasy VII compilation. Tied for number 4, Bayonetta 1 and Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. Number 5, Horizon Zero Dawn. Number 6, Final Fantasy X, 10-2. Yeah. No, yeah. That feels right. That actually feels right. What game are you starting next? Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It beat out Final Fantasy X. I love 10. I love 10. But I love the story that 10 brings me. Yeah, that's fine. It's still top 5. That's fine. But it's 6. I love the story that it brings me. But I also love... Here's the reason why Horizon dethroned 10. I love the story of 10, and I love the story of Horizon Zero Dawn. I prefer the gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn over the gameplay of 10. That's the only reason. Does that make sense? Does that feel fair? There was never a point where I was playing Horizon that I didn't want to be playing it. There was nothing about it that felt grindy. There was never a side quest that felt like a fetch quest. There was never a quest that felt superfluous. I just really, really like it overall. So, yeah. Right now you have the most Twitch viewers in Resident Evil category right now. Oh, cute! The category should be bigger. Wow, yeah. I love it. Reigns above all as Jahara's nostalgic favorite. Oh, there's just more. I was like, Streamlabs, what are you saying? The moment gameplay comes into consideration, you know the game was good. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I hate Blitzball with a passion, truly. Horizon's the reason I started watching people play games, right? Wow, this was so good, you guys. I loved it. Which machine was my favorite design versus my favorite to fight against? Funny enough, I'm really bad with names because I nickname the machines so much. But the big mole machine is my favorite design. And by far my least favorite to fight. Because ain't nothing strike the fear of God into me like a smoothie making blender mouth right behind me, coming up under my feet. You know? You know? So, yeah. That's my favorite design because I think it's really... The moment that comes to mind, the rock breaker. Do y'all remember when I was complaining about how I felt like I got really strong, and every time I got strong, they would introduce a new machine that just blew my mind? And within 20 minutes, a rock breaker just jumped up from under. There was no precedence for a machine that would jump me from under the ground. Zero precedence for that. So I have a very distinct memory of just like running through and all of a sudden this machine just rising from the depths of the earth and me looking back and just seeing the grinding gears as it chased me and screaming bloody murder. Like, oh my gosh. This is just bad. Y'all, what is going on? Well, however it is, whatever, it's fine. I just wanted to say I watched Expedition 33 full playthrough and didn't expect you to cry with you. Even though I played that game 3 times already, I loved your reaction so much. I'm currently watching your ZA playthrough. Aw, Kevin! You cried with me? I was devastated! I love that game. I recently met Jennifer English, and I got to see Ben Starr again. So good. Like, by recently, I mean last week. So, oh my gosh. Y'all. Okay. I had this room on my phone in the kitchen. I was doing chores in the backyard and heard screaming from the kitchen. That was, I was like, okay, that could be 3 things. Honestly, after Tremors, anything that lurks under the ground is a reasonable fear. Yeah, it's really scary. I think the invisible guys, can't remember their names either. You can only see their shadows if you were really looking close. They would get right next to you and you never saw them until they hit. Oh, I hated those guys. But my favorite machine out of all of them is definitely the tall necks. I loved going to the tall necks. I did all of them pretty early on in the game because I just liked going to see them and I didn't feel like it was bad to go out and like spend the extra time reaching them. I love the tall necks. Those are my babies. I love them very much. They're very cool. I love how they're also like, can y'all remember the first time you saw one? I can. It was just like so impactful to like just see something and also realize that they weren't going to attack me. I think that really increased the awe that I felt with them. Something that like is just so large and so above me and everything else that I didn't even think that I was not a danger to them really made them feel very fantastical and like almost godlike. You know what I mean? It was really cool. It was really, really cool. Frosty, I ain't gonna go find one right now. Am I gonna play Forbidden West? Yes. Am I gonna play Forbidden West right away? No. Will I do the DLC before I jump into Forbidden West? Most likely. I like this game a lot. And I unlocked the majority of the map. So I think it would make me feel better. It would be good to take a little breather and do the DLC. Will I do the DLC immediately? Nar. Will I do the DLC immediately? Nar. Am I playing Forbidden West right after this? Nar. We're going to take a break. I try really hard not to burn myself out on story. So we're going to be playing in this slot Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Going forward. And then once we get through that, then we will see. Y'all be asking me what my plans are. I don't plan too far out because I am a girl of whims. One thing to know about me is I am a creature of whims. And if I plan something, the likelihood that's too far out, the likelihood that I achieve it is low. I gotta wait till I get kind of close to when it's actually possible for me to then be thinking about what I'm gonna do. Because I really have to go with what I feel like doing at the time. And I really want to play Rebirth. If you haven't been with the community for a long time, or if you have, you would know that I used to exclusively play Final Fantasy games, which is actually where the no playing the same franchise or the sequel right away came from. Because I played Final Fantasy so much that I stopped being able to, I think, how long has it been? 2 years? Since I played a Final Fantasy game. I burned myself out on Final Fantasy so badly that I couldn't touch a game for so long. Yeah. And I just decided to wait until the desire to play one hit me again. And I finally have it. So I'm going to act on it and I'm going to play Rebirth. I started Rebirth back in the day, but I literally just had I was so burnt out. I had no love for it while I was playing it, and I just decided to put it down because it was a game that I had very much anticipated, and I was really sad that I wasn't enjoying it. I was really, really sad. And I just decided to wait till I was in a headspace that I could enjoy it. At the time, I actually started and stopped, 3 different Final Fantasy games trying to get through that slump. We tried Rebirth, couldn't get through it. We tried 16, couldn't get through it. We also tried, 8, couldn't get through it. I just kept DNFing all of them. And I was like, I think I just can't play Final Fantasy anymore right now. And so, yeah, I try really hard to avoid that now. You know? So, yeah. Now I finally feel like picking up Rebirth again, and I think I will enjoy it. So we're going to do that. And then when we finish the Digimon slot, something will go in the Digimon slot that's not Digimon. Which could be Forbidden West, it could be something else, we'll see. I have also been feeling the hankering to play Bayonetta Origins, which would round off the entire Bayonetta series for me. That's the last game in the series that I haven't played. There's also still Nier Replicants. I love Nier Automata. I have not played Replicant yet. So I have like a lot of games that I'm like trying to play. Many, many things. I think I'm okay, Daniel. I think I'm okay. We'll come back to the DLC, so we'll probably be exploring again a few months from now, we'll come back and like do a little bit of extra exploradoring. And just, it gives me, not knowing everything gives me something to look forward to come back to, you know? And God of War. Yes. I gotta play God of War. This is what I mean when I try not to plan things. I think you would love Control, Alan Wake. My husband has played them. I have watched him play them. And that's the best I can do, Dusty. Too scary. Too much boo. I agree. Control, Alan Wake, excellent stories. Too much boo. I don't think that horror games are bad. I just don't have the condition for it. It's really rough for me. Thank you for playing my favorite game. It's not even a horror game. Things with even horror elements really stress me out. I've been so fun watching you, and it's introduced me to much more of your VODs, like Yakuza 0. Oh my gosh, Yakuza 0! I gotta get back to that one as well. I love that one. Thank you for playing this game. I had such a fun time and reliving the first playthrough with you and the improved graphics. You are the best. You're the queen. You are genuinely kind, and I love that. Okay. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I didn't take a break today, so I am going to go a little bit early. It's 5:30. I think we finished the game, and we had a really nice discussion. But I'll see you later. I will announce in the Discord when we are going to start Rebirth. I might give myself the extra day. Traditionally, we take a break from the stream day before we start the new game. Just traditionally speaking, I might stick with that. Meaning we might start Rebirth on Tuesday. But I'm very excited. I am going to start over for Rebirth, yes. I am going to start over. Because I played the demo, which means I'll be going through, like, that same part of the game for the third time, but that's okay. We'll see how fast. Also, I was having a really hard time with the battle system in Rebirth at the time, but I think I'm a lot better at fighting than I used to be, thanks in part to games like Nier, Automata, Bayonetta, and Horizon Zero Dawn. I think no, not turn-based, it is an action RPG. So yeah, I think I can do much better at an action RPG now, hence the action RPGs that I've played since then. I think I'll do better. Have a good night, y'all, and thank you so much for all of the 51 subscriptions is crazy. You guys really spoil me. Thank you so much for the support. I'm really glad you enjoy the channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Please like the live if you're on YouTube, so that YouTube knows to send it out to people, so we can get some more people who can watch the Horizon Zero Dawn playthrough. If you didn't get to watch the playthrough and you're on Twitch, the playthrough does live on YouTube under the playlist. I'm a YouTuber that uses the playlist tab. If you ever are looking for something to watch from me, go to the playlist tab. They're all very beautiful, in order of episode. There's many game playthroughs in there for y'all to watch. I highly recommend if you're missing something in between the days that I'm not around. But I will see you tomorrow for a Pokemon Violet playthrough, as well as a sponsored stream for Warframe, in which I will be telling you about how my trip to Canada was in TennoCon and showing you a bunch of pictures. I'm really excited. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. First I'm catching it live. Awesome. We're headed out, but I hope you can catch it live another time. And thank you for watching the VODs. It means the world to me. Osa! Bye! See you guys later. Mwah. You're the best. Yay! Dee 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 dee.